Why?
Maybe, hey,
Why do you panic?
The way you, Papa, you know Papa, what you used to fan charcoal.
Right.
You've seen it,
right?
When you fan it, then the charcoal bright red.
This is a call for accountability.
You fan government's charcoal to it's bright red.
It's a call for accountability.
I enjoy it.
Johnny, first and foremost, let me take this opportunity because I've been seeing you for quite some time. You are doing very good job for the mother Ghana. Remain undaunted.
This is our society,
right?
And it will take me and you to do it. That's why I always watch Johnny's Bite.
The general watches Johnny's Bite
every day.
Thank you very much.
And it's devoid of insults, but straight to the point, factual and fearless.
Charlie, no be joke. The pressure people like Johnny can give you.
No.
You know, get grey hair, you go get grey hair.
I'm innocent.
And that's what I'm saying. That the pressure Johnny and his people, the pressure they can give you know, get grey hair, you go get. So your best bet is not to have hair.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. It's Wednesday. It's a wet Wednesday. Now, let's start from the quarters of the Ghana Water Company. They have a quick circular that I want to read out quickly. They say they are going to close your taps because ECG had made a request, and I'll tell you quickly the areas that will be affected. And they are sure that, well, as soon as the work is done, they will restore your water flow. But they didn't tell us if they would give us water in the interim. So the management of Ghana Water Company Limited wishes to inform its valued customers and the general public that the Wager Head works will be temporarily shut down on Wednesday, 23rd March 2022, following a request by the Electricity Company of Ghana Limited to carry out expansion works at one of the stations that powers the Wager Raw Water Pumping Station. Management therefore calls on its cherished customers to store water. They say you should store water. They are not providing any water in tanks or whatever it is. Customers are also to note that the water production and supply will resume as soon as work by ECG is completed. Affected areas, please take note: Kaswa, Wager, Malam Junction, McCarthy Hill, Botiano, Bawe, Anya, Awoshi, Dansoman, Sakaman, Glefe, Odoko, Mataheko, Mamprobi, Choko, Kaneshi, Akweteman, Abekala Pass, Niboy Town, Tesano, Achi Mota, Accra Central Business District, parts of ministries and surrounding areas. The inconvenience this may cause is deeply regretted. That's my favorite line from our service providers. But this is it. If you live in these areas, abango pipe, you have two pipe. So they say fetch water and put it down. But a few weeks ago, I interviewed Sam Jata George. And he had hinted that the Minister for Communication was just blowing hot air. I asked him if he was serious. He said yes. The minister was blowing hot air. And for some of us, we have not registered our SIM. We want them to block the SIM. But first, we'll go and take quick loan. We want them to block the SIM, but first we'll take quick loan. And so then when they block it, we'll see how they will collect their money from us. So they tell that, oh, well, we have registered so and so number. They put that letter for me. We have registered so and so numbers of people, and that is left with 7.5. So we have to do that in July. That means that the NIA has a lot of work to do. But if you look at the chaotic nature in which the NIA is working, it doesn't look like they will be able to finish that work in the stipulated time. It doesn't make sense, really, if you ask me. It doesn't make sense. So we have said that 7.5 million citizens and residents are yet to obtain Ghana cards. So even the basis for registration they do not have. And I'm sure you have seen the chaotic nature in which the NIA is doing its work. So more time is also required to update the SIM registration app, blah, blah, blah. And so it is being moved to 31st July 2022. This one too, maybe I'll say it is hot air. This one too could be hot air. Danny, play Sam George's video. And we will give Sam George his stone very, very soon. Play the video for us.
The minister's threat of SIM cards being deactivated by end of March this year is hot air. It won't happen in this country.
Really?
It won't happen. There's no legal basis for it. Look, Ghana is not a banana republic. A minister doesn't just wake up and throw orders around. market here
Today.
Today's
first.
date. Yes.
That what
Market
as
that
long
I
as you say
said,
we don't have.
I said on the 1st of April, people who have still not registered will be able to use their phone cards, their SIM card.
Okay. How are you
She
so
will
sure?
come back and tell you she's varying it. Because,
First April is April Fool's Day.
Oh.
Why are you so sure?
because because we are not a banana republic, and because you cannot just wake up and say I'm giving 6 months. If you don't register your SIM card, you lose use of your SIM card. Go and take a SIM card. And look at the SIM card. There are terms and conditions that were attached to that SIM card when I got into a contract with my telco, my MNO. Part of it did not tell me that because of a Ghana card, I would lose use of my SIM card. I have a contractual agreement with you. I have airtime I've bought on my card. Then you say you will not.
That was Sam George exclusively here on TV3 New Day. And we brought it to you first. Give Sam George his stone. Sam George, buy hotel. Sam George, come and take your stone. Come and take your stone. Break some and give some to the minister. Sam George, good morning. Come and take your stone. Buy hotel. If we can find Adani best song, George, you don't look at me, but me play. You play for me, and his name is George, by the way. We'll play that when we are going. But quickly, let's. We don't have too much time. Let's go back to the letter that yesterday had made the rounds. And yesterday I was thinking about it. I've seen my colleague Manasseh Azuri write something about it, talking about the fact that, well, Ghana is not broke, and this is where the money goes. It goes to dredge masters and some other people who, are contracted to desilt the ODAW, whatever it is. I mean, he makes his point. That's his opinion. I agree with him on the piecemeal approach that we are putting towards fixing the ODAW and the Kole and all of those ones. Because if my memory serves me right, there was a Kole Lagoon Ecological Restoration Program. Let me pull that letter from the ministry for me, for dredge masters. There was a Kole Lagoon Ecological Restoration Program, where we were told we're going to transform the Kole Lagoon and even have boats on it. You remember? It started on President Rawlings, President Kufuor's government came, we spoke about it. Then President Mills came, then President Mahama came, then President Akufo-Addo came. People's homes were broken because of Kole Lagoon Ecological Restoration Project. We went for loans for that particular reason. Now, this is a letter. I've seen it. It's credited to Fourth Estate. It's a Ministry of Finance. Letter blah, 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 dated 16 March 2022. Refers, copy attached. Please transfer the sum of 100 million Ghana cedis for the sanitation and pollution account, blah, 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 at the Bank of Ghana into the account details below. Account of Dredge Masters Limited. That's the account number. Omni BSIC Ngmai John. The transfer is in settlement of work executed on Accra Sanitary, Sewer, and Storm Water Drainage Elevation Project Phase 2. This letter, listen, this letter supersedes our earlier letter, blah, 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 dated OPU/BTA/ESLA SPL 010322, dated the 17th of December 2022. We are in December 2022 already. Kwesi Kwenin Busumpim, Controller and Accountant General, signed this. And it says we are already in December 2022. What is today's date? December 2022. But we are not in December 2022 yet. So you see that perhaps this one may have been signed in a hurry, in a haste. I don't know. But the question I want to ask this morning is this. Yes, you have a right to be a business person, to bid for contracts and to win it. And I know that within that space, they calculate it by the cubic meters that you're able to dredge and all of that. In the past, somebody was dredging it for free. We complained. Today, we are paying for it. That's fair. Somebody wanted to dredge it for free. But the question I want to ask this morning is that when we are being told consistently that we do not have money in the system, we are being told every single day that we don't have money. And that is the reason we must pay the e-levy, and that is the reason we must sacrifice. And you hear ministers, the deputy ministers talking about the fact that of all the money you are making, government just wants a small piece of it. I am asking, at this particular time, and in this particular age, and at this particular moment, 100 million Ghana cedis. 100 million Ghana cedis. I'm looking at how many NAPCO beneficiaries that can pay. I'm looking at how many national service persons that can pay. And yesterday I saw a letter flying around ridiculously, and we have that letter too, ridiculously saying that, oh, we have paid, what do you call it, the allowances for January. You are how many days away from April? 7 or 8 days, maybe 9 days away from April. And you are happy to say that you have paid the allowances for January. And the people who are asking us to clap for them have taken their salaries for January, for February, and they will take for March as well. Your salary is way, 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 way bigger than what the national service people take. Their salary, if you are taking 7,000, you are taking 15,000, you are taking 20,000, whatever it is that you are taking, your salary is way bigger than that. These national service people are being taught to be patriotic. They are being taught to serve. You take your salary, and there's delay, and then when you come and pay one, a few days shy from the 4th month, you tell them to applaud you. That is how wicked we have become in this country. So I'm thinking how many people 100,000 could have paid? What are priorities? Because if the people are not living, if the people are not surviving, if the people are not sitting in their Trotskys, the people are not sitting and paying the small taxes that you want them to pay, how are you able to raise the money? So they need to survive first. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Survival is the first instinct of life. That is it. So if the people cannot survive and they are hungry and they are telling you they are hungry and they see letters like 100 million cedis paid to dredge gutter, there's a problem. Then it take me to 2019 and I'll tell you what promises were made back then about the ODAW River, and I will show you a certain expression that happened there. Then that video is ready. Play the video for me.
This dredging, cleaning up is going to take about 6 months to complete this one. Then the Kwale Lagoon itself will take a longer time because that's where we have more composition of material, which needs to take a longer time, maybe about a year or 2 to finish. We're going to have recreational facilities. That is the sea outfall. So along we have recreational facilities, other infrastructure. We can have some hotels will come at the end, and this makes the whole place. Then we're dredging all the way through Cycle to Kwale Lagoon, where we call the Clep Interceptor. From there, we end up at the estuary into the sea. Before the commencement of the work, this is how the situation was. The channels were heavily silted. Along the channel, you can see very heavy siltation. So this is a beginning. Then during the process of the dredging.
Did you see the president's facial expression? Even he didn't believe what the man was telling him. This was in 2019. Then he played the video again. When you get to the president's place, pause. Pause. No, play small and pause. Look at how the president was looking at the man. That was Lawyer Atachia. He was Minister for Works. Even the president in 2019 at the time didn't believe what he was being told about the recreation center. He said the man said we'll have hotels around the place. Hotels. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. We are still doing our Titigota. You watch, see, pause. Even the president doesn't believe what the man is telling him. Even the president, he doesn't believe that we're going to have recreational center there. Even him. He doesn't believe it. How do you want the people who live around there to believe it? And I'm saying, with the benefit of time, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, then he played the video from start again. Play it.
Which needs to take a longer time, maybe about a year or 2 to finish. We're going to have recreational facilities. That is the sea outfall. So along we have recreational facilities, other infrastructure. We can have some hotels will come at the end, and this makes the whole place. Then we're dredging all the way through Cycle to Kwale Lagoon, where we call the Clep Interceptor. From there, we end up at the estuary into the sea. Before the commencement of the work, this is how the situation was. The channels were heavily silted. Along the channel, you can see very heavy siltation. So this is a beginning. Then during the process of the dredging, we had these situations. Gradually, we came up to the end. Then finally, this is the stage that we have reached. And then after that, there was a continuation to carry out the silting, because as we progress, more silt come, and you have to continue dredging.
Okay. 2019. And I'm telling you that even the president doesn't believe. Because if he had believed in it, would have done it, because they told us that there were facilities available for it. Money was available. But earlier, I told Sam George to come for a stone. As we wrap up, Sam George by hotel, if you know Sam George, call him, tell him to come and collect his stone. Then there's a video that dates back to 2016. The wife of the vice president of the republic, in the heat of the campaign, she spoke. That is our end video for today. Enjoy that video in the cold and be motivated to work hard for Ghana. Good morning.
NDC for the Sika Koya bus branded. On the millions on the total. Ghana for soon. Yes, more boy chrono, more boy bro. Munjaisa Muncha contracts and sign. And almost say, Musu cry a ben more. Namon anything. Says we try when you shop baby NDC flag, President Mama poster, NDC or more branding Ghana and you know, yes, you can branding. The youth of this country, we are saying to the NDC that we see you all right. You want us to see you? We see you, but we see incompetence.